Hey, what is up, everybody? Michael Crump back here again, talking about the latest and the greatest in PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, homebrew news, and much, much more. So, I was sitting on the couch the other day and I was playing this game right here, which is Diablo, which came out in 1996 on my MacBook Pro through the use of a program that's called Devolution X. It's actually an open source project that aims to get Diablo running on modern hardware, such as Macs and Windows and so forth. And here is the project page. And if we scroll down here just a little bit, you'll see that it says Devolution X is a source port of Diablo and Hellfire, which is the expansion that strives to make it simple to run the game while providing engine improvements, bug fixes, and some optimal quality of life features. So there is a couple of different instructions on how to install it. So you can see here, it says you'll need access from the original game. If you don't have an original CD, then you can get it from here, or you can use spawn.mpq from the shareware version. And basically, the reason that I'm talking about this today is that while I was mentioning the Mac, the PC, and a couple of other things, what I was pleasantly surprised to find out is that if we go over here to the releases and we scroll down just a little bit, there is a PS4 package, which is absolutely awesome because now we can easily run Diablo on a PlayStation 4. Now, this has been around for at least a couple of months. This build was released back in April, so this isn't necessarily a brand new thing that you can do. But what I wanted to do was I wanted to walk you through installing this. Obviously, there is a file that you will need to go out and look for yourself, which is this file just right here. If you get creative, you can find it, or you can copy it directly off the CD of Diablo if you already have one. So we are going to focus on copying over this file. Again, you will need to find it yourself and get Diablo, the full version, running on our PlayStation 4. So let's just go ahead and let's jump over and do that right now. Okay, so over on my PlayStation 4, I really have just a couple of different files. I have the PKG file, as you can see listed right here. This is obviously the file that came directly from the GitHub. There is a Diablo.ini file, which I will go into just to show you that. I downloaded the spawn.mpq file, even though we won't necessarily need that. That is for the shareware version of Diablo. And then finally, we have diablo.dat.mpq, which is the full data file for the Diablo game. So let's just go ahead and let's begin by installing the package. So I'm going to press X here. And I did get a beep on this that said invalid character at position 1, but I have tested this and it does work regardless. So just go ahead and press X again. And once you press X again, it should start. So there it goes, added to downloads. And in just a moment, that will be ready to use. Okay, great. So it has been installed now. And so now we need to take these remaining files and we need to copy them over to a very specific folder. So let's just go ahead and we're going to use the mark functionality, which is the R1 button. So we're going to mark this file and I'm just going to go ahead and grab the INI in that other spawn file and we're going to go down to copy. I'm going to go back over to data and then you should see this folder, Disurgical, and then Devolution. And if these folders by chance are not already added, and they should be on there, you can always add them manually. So from here, we're going to hit triangle and we're just going to paste those files in here. There we go. And that Diablo.ini file looks just like the following right here. There is actually some code that's back on that GitHub site that you could just copy and paste if you wanted to do that. Okay, so that is that file. We have spawn, and then we have diablo.dat.mpq. Let's go ahead and let's try to run the game here. So there is the game, and let's go ahead and let's run it. Okay. And there is the wonderful old school 1996 Blizzard splash screen or welcome screen. Okay. Now, the first thing that we are going to want to do once we get into the game here is we want to change the resolution. Now, keep in mind this is an old game, so that means that the resolution is by default at 640 by 480. So let's just go ahead and let's fix that up. So let's go down to support here, and let's scroll down just a little bit. And resolution, where it says 640 by 480, we're going to bump this up to 1920 by 1080. And there we go. It looks a ton better already. Okay, we are going to return to the main menu. So previous menu, single player. We are going to be the warrior class. And we will just leave it the default name here because I actually prefer to play it on my computer versus my PlayStation 4, but you may like the PlayStation 4 better. But anyway, here is the game. It is running. We will probably go over here and just talk to this person real quick and just make sure that all looks good. So talk, gossip. Okay. Perfect. And let's go ahead and let's get ready to head to a dungeon. And as you can see, the little mouse cursor is just with the analog stick. So you can click on all of those different items down at the bottom, like character, quest, map, and menu, and so forth. Okay, so right over here is the dungeon. We have to talk to the wounded person first, I believe. Okay, that's enough of you. Okay, very fast loading. I remember this game running on a 486 DX266 computer, and it was definitely not this fast. Okay, we'll hack and slash away on a few of these, and there it goes. So I'm going to call that a success. So enjoy Diablo from 1996 on your PlayStation 4. Again, thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Michael, out!